What up guys, One Fit Bruja here, and I am finally back. I did not vanish off the face of the earth. I am just going through a few changes in my life, and as you can tell by the title of this vlog that I am going to be updating you on some things that have been happening so you can kind of know what's going on. I'm pretty much an open book. All you got to do is ask. I'm gonna take you guys through my new altar setup, and I'm gonna show you what I've been doing with my life / tell you what I've been doing with my life and get some necessary and unnecessary questions out of the way, show you guys how I care for my altars, and go through some cleansing techniques, whatever else I feel like rambling about. And if you have any other questions than that, and obviously you can put them in the comments or email me at onefitbruja@outlook.com, because that is linked below, I believe, or in another tab that I do have available on my YouTube channel. So do not hesitate and ask away. So I feel like the first question is gonna be pretty obvious. What the fuck have you been doing? Where have you been? A few of you have asked me like what I've been doing with my life, and I replied as everything is okay, just going through some changes. I'm moving, and I have moved. I am actually going through a divorce right now, and I did move out, so I'm literally getting my life together as I speak. The divorce part is not so easy right now, but I did meet somebody else, and I am living with my boyfriend now, and you may or may not see him in some videos. That is completely up to him if he chooses to be on here or not, because some people do not want to have their life on display, which is completely understandable. I have moved, and I am with, I'm gonna say, my twin flame. A lot of people are gonna be like, bitch, a lot of people say that, and then a few months later, you are not with your twin flame anymore, which I've seen happen multiple times, believe me, I know. But it took me a long time to actually let this person in, because I'm extremely stubborn and I have a lot of walls up. I do not let people into my life easily. It took me 2 years to let this person in. I'm completely amazed that this person actually stuck around that long, considering. So I feel like this was definitely meant to happen for a reason. Now you guys know that bit. I'm gonna show you guys my new altar setup, the altar setup that I never had before, that I've always wanted to have, but my last relationship was not most, I don't know, supportive in the way that I needed it to be for the sort of lifestyle that I wanted to live. And whereas this one is the complete opposite, and I can actually get everything up that I want to get up and that I want to do with my life. So I'm going to show you guys the new altar setup that I've always wanted, and I'm not done setting it up quite yet. So you guys are going to watch me go through the motions of like putting things away and whatnot. I'm super close, but there are other things that I do want to add and things that I would like to detail more, so to speak. And of course, I'll give you updates about that once I get that done. But for now, I'm going to show you what I'm doing, and I will try to talk while doing it. I'm not the great at multitasking with talking and putting things away. Sometimes I just get into one zone and I don't say shit. So I'm sorry, but it might be a little boring. I'll try to overlap this with like a little bit of music or whatever, so you guys don't get too fucking bored watching me push it away. I don't know, some of you might be into that, some of you might not, but it's happening. I'm sorry if you're not into it, but this is going up on my channel because it's my channel. Here, I have a little crescent moon shelf that I'm going to be using for storage. And right now, I'm just trying to figure out some placements of where to put certain bottles and whatnot. So I'm just kind of gonna stack some shit up here. For now, it may change later, but I find it to be more convenient to just place it right above where I need it, where I'm doing my workings and whatnot. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. It might change later, we'll see. So I'm gonna put all that shit here. I might just put that on top of that. There we go. And then this here. These could be up front. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'll put it up there instead. And I think I'm gonna leave that like that for now. All right, so coming into my bedroom, obviously there is going to be a bed. So I'm going to the right, and this would be my shelving that I have for all my stuff. There's still some things that need to be organized underneath there. There's my working altar. I'm going to be doing some protection magics on Monday because I do utilize the moon on Monday to enchant my stuff. I'm going to be enchanting some of my boyfriend's stuff. He made a massive pile of things for me to enchant, so that's going to be extremely draining. Thank you very much. And then shelf that you saw me putting things on that I'm actually thinking I will probably paint gold sooner or later. Or other than that, I was debating about making it black and then having some sort of like gold detailing on it of something that I would find useful, or some sort of like sigils and stuff to help place extra protective measures in this bedroom. I don't know, I'll think about it. There's plenty of options to think about, and I want to make sure I do the right one the first time around so I don't have to do it again. So, off to the left, we have another shelf. And knickknacks. A lot of crystals, obviously, because you need to keep your vibes good. And this is my Day of the Dead altar. I come over here. This is actually a picture of my aunt. She is not deceased, but I do want to get some sort of photo or something for my grandmother. That is on my dad's side. She passed away some months ago, and I would like to place her on here because that is her daughter, and I feel like she would probably like that. So, and this, you guys are gonna see me go and cleanse things. I usually clean off the statues, the candle holders, and I will use the Palo Santo that's right here, and I will, you know, cleanse up the whole space with it. Here's just some of my laptop, my notebook, some things I threw there because I had to set it aside real quick, and I usually use that bottle for moon water, but I'm waiting for a full moon phase to do that. And these shelves are not filled with anything quite yet. I actually kept this box at work for a hot minute because I was putting witchcraft supplies in there, but I decided to take that home. And there's that piece of art that you guys seen at my old place that I hung up on the wall next to the window. And yeah, missing a drawer because drawer decided it wanted to kind of die in transit, so it is going to be repaired soon. But yeah, this is how things are looking. I may as well just open things up and show you what's going on. Easy access stuff, tarot, oracle cards, things to write with, utensils to work with, speakers that I need to set up, more empty jars and whatnot. Some of those are not empty, but, and then there's some candles, notebooks, and more things to write with. Let's go look at the other one. Incense, and my bracelet finally broke, and I know some of you are like, bitch, that's a bad sign. I'm like, yeah, it is. The day that it broke, I had to do some things that really stressed me out, and I think it bit the dust. It couldn't take it anymore. So there's that. Plus, I didn't cleanse it for a long time because I was going through some shit. I ain't gonna lie. So, and here's some extra storage where I keep herbs and stuff that I would normally use for workings in here. The tin that I normally keep extra things in, candles, matches, yada yada yada. You know, all the good shit. This stuff needs to go somewhere else. And I need to vacuum. There's some things I need to be done. There's a book I've been trying to read forever, so I keep it there. So whenever I have time to do it, I can just fucking grab it. Ganesha's side is all set up. I got the opium, because he likes that scent. And yeah, the usual stuff. It kind of looks like I have nothing now because this desk is so much bigger than the one that I had prior. So, and I finally filled up this goblet with water because I hadn't done it in a long time, and it's actually kind of disrespectful to not do that and keep it filled up. And then Bastet, and her stuff that I gave to her. Okay, moving on over to the other shelf. I have a few candle holders up there, a few skulls, and this really awesome moon orb that actually changes colors. If I can actually get my hand under there to change it so you guys can see it change because it's cool. There you go. Yep, cool things guys. Here's that. I got this candle from my friend slash coworker. She ain't feeling so great right now, so if you see this video, Ashley, I wish you the best and I hope you feel better soon. And there may be a surprise on your birthday for you. I'm just saying, I know I can find out where you live in a heartbeat. I'm a fucking stalker. Anyways, like the other shelf, I have a lot of crystals because obviously vibrations and keeping a high frequency of good feeling things in your life is something that you should probably be doing. So yeah, crystals. Sugar Skull Bostat statue is the coolest shit ever. My friend gave me that for my birthday. Got some fluorite, also from a friend, a little witchy friend of mine. And cool ass fucking incense burning lamp that I have yet to use that I got for my fucking birthday from a cool friend. Moving on to the second shelf. I got my Book of Shadows in the back. That gold skull holder that you saw on my altar, I may or may not move it back because this is looking a little empty, but I do have a lot of space to work with, so that is also good, but it looks kind of empty. And then fake candle thing that I actually got from a coworker. Did it actually die? Are you dead for once? Oh, nope. I'm losing my touch apparently. Florida water, which I'm actually going to use to wipe down my altar and cleanse it real quick. I already did the inside of the drawers and whatnot because it was like the first thing I did when I got it in here, honestly. Because I'm all about getting rid of negative energy and starting over new. Herbs and spices that I would use, flowers and whatnot that I would normally use in my spells, seashells, all that good shit. Road opening oil, that graveyard dirt though, hot foot powder, black salt, and we got some rusted nails back there because a bitch might be doing some fucking hex work. We'll get into that later. Next shelf. I got a bunch of fucking sage from my best friend, and I got some cedar and sage. And there is some hibiscus flowers in that. I just don't have chalk to write on it. So it's one of those mystery jars that's only a mystery to someone else who is not me. And sticky note, because I have my friend's natal chart info on there that you guys don't really need to know about. And in here, I have a bunch of essential oils, and I got a crystal in there to keep vibes good and keep them cleansed at the same time. It's always nice to have some selenite with anything that you have because selenite never needs to be cleansed. It'll cleanse everything else around it. Like, it's the mother of all crystals. So if you're gonna get anything, get the selenite. And then more crystals that I like to use in my workings and whatnot. Death Eater wand that my boyfriend got me a long fucking time ago when I was trying to push him away. I don't know why the fuck you stuck around, but I'm very happy that you did. The next shelf, I got this from my best friend, and there's another book that I need to get through. Get me fucking books, and that's really all I fucking need. I don't care about jewelry and shit so much. I like shiny things just as much as the next person, but I don't really need extravagant shit. And then my boyfriend also got me this when he got me this. So I have it there. I have not written in it yet. I want to make sure I actually use it for something worthwhile. So, and then down here is where I keep all my books for now until they get out of control, and they might spread up here. Yeah, this is what I got. And then at the end, there's also some non-witchy books and a journal that my best friend got me that I haven't written in either. because I didn't want to use it just for anything because I'm such a fucking prude. I gotta make sure everything I use has a really, really good purpose for it to be used, because I don't know. I got fucking problems. I'm psychotic. Capricorn problems. And then Harry Potter book that I have not finished yet, but this is the newest one. And I need to finish that book. I need to finish a lot of books. I say this a lot. There's so many things that you would like to do, but there's never enough time in the day to actually do them all. So, and here is a little storage case. It looks like a book, but you guys have probably seen this on my altar not too long ago that I used to just store random things in. And I open it. Cigar that I use for cleansing. Here's some herbs and whatnot. But for now, it kind of works as a book stopper sort of thing. And we have good old Ganesh hung up on the side. I just did that today. As I was saying, I'm not done setting everything up yet, but I'm trying. So I am going to flip you guys around, and I'm going to show you what I do to care for my altars and what I would normally do when I am at my altars, like for this one. And there is a money altar that is out in the living room, so I will take you guys out there too and show you how I care for that as well. Okay, Palo Santo, I'm going to cleanse my Day of the Dead altar space once this final light's good, and then you guys can see what I do. And then I'm going to get some Florida water and a rag, and I'm going to wipe everything down. Here we go. Then I'm going to go over my working altar with the same Palo Santo. You can use other things like sage, cedar, lemongrass. There's plenty of options that you can use. It all depends about how much energy that you have, negative energy and toxic things that you have built up around your area. That and what is culturally appropriate for you. Some people may view that you have to be Latino. I mean, I am Latino, but I do not care if you want to use Palo Santo. I'm not gonna shun you for it or try to harp on you about using something that you feel comfortable using. More often than not, I believe that we are attracted to certain things because we probably were in a past life from that culture, that race, or whatever, you know? So I don't view it as a bad thing if you do your research and you aren't ignorant about what you are doing, and everything will be fine. There's a lot of people who are gonna try and make you feel shitty for what you're doing. Don't listen to them. Those are closed, blocked off minded people, okay? Just make sure you know what you're talking about, you know what you're doing, and that's all that fucking matters, okay? Okay, so I did that. I'm gonna set this in my baby cauldron for a second while it stops burning. And now I'm going to get my rag and use some Florida water and wipe everything down. That's good, and I'm gonna put everything back up there, and I'm going to move on to my altar space and show you guys what I do there. Okay, now we're at my working altar, and I'm gonna show you guys real quick how I clean this off. A lot of these things are gonna look pretty much the same and repetitive for the most part, but this is what I do, and just in case if there's any new beginner witches or practitioners out there, there are multiple uses for this stuff. You can use it on your body, you can put it in your laundry, you can put it on just about anything. You can get crafty with it, you can use it for floor wash. My very first video was me showing that you can do that. So if you want to see that in action, then that is my very first video on YouTube. So you can see that at the very, very beginning of everything. Other than that, you can actually make your own Florida water. And you can use other colognes that are stronger than this, like a tobacco version, or there's a Puerto Rican version of this that is really good, but you can't get it here. I haven't seen it here anyways, but you can order it offline. Other than that, you can make your own washes. You can literally put in anything that you want that has a highly cleansing and protective metaphysical property to it to flush out any of the bad energy that has accumulated on your stuff and or on your statues and whatnot. So just look into that stuff and get crafty, and you can make your own things and you won't have to buy them. I'm going to sprinkle this on here. Do my statues first. This is a statue of Bastet, and she sits on the left-hand side of my altar. I'm gonna clean her off real quick, and then I'm gonna clean off Ganesh. I have like the tiniest statue of Ganesh. So here's him. And then obviously that really big tapestry up there of him as well. And now I am going to wipe down the rest of my working altar. So slather some of that on there. Set that aside. Move all of his items out of the way. I feel like a lot of these are probably cleansed before we do anything with them. Okay, so let's wipe this down. So that's what I would normally do. I normally do that about once a week for my altars. I would show you certain things I would say for my Day of the Dead altar, but I feel like this video is going on for a long time, and I can always do that in a separate video if you guys would like more information about how to make one and or offerings I leave on it and whatnot. The more you wait, the more negative energies can attach to your area if you do not have them some sort of something to cleanse it more often than not, or something that just keeps it protected and cleaned from energies latching onto it, like sort of protective measures that you have up and around it that you've blessed. Then you may want to cleanse your area a lot more than what you are doing now. Just saying. It's not completely necessary to do it every day, or at least I don't view it that way. Once a week should be good enough. All right, I'm gonna take you guys out to my money altar, and I'm gonna show you what I do there, and then I'm also gonna clean it. Yay! I am out in my living room right now, and this is where I keep the money altar. It is not very massive. I don't think your money altar needs to be super, super massive, so this is kind of what it looks like right now. I have a hunk of pyrite and my feng shui froggy that I anoint with money oil that I forgot to grab, that I'm actually going to grab, and I'm going to anoint that. And then I'm going to light this, and then I'm going to say a few things. I don't do anything extravagant for it. I basically do a law of attraction technique of I am prosperous, I am abundant, I attract a lot of money, but I do it for our home instead. I do it for the both of us, so it's not just singled out for me. It's for both of us. So that's what I'm going to be doing there. And I'm going to go ahead and cleanse this area real quick and show you guys how I do it, and then how I anoint the oils and whatnot. All right, so there is one more altar, but this altar is not mine. This is actually my boyfriend's. It's gonna show you guys a quick overview of it. I'm pretty sure he was Chinese in a past life. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna get the gist of that when you see it. Obviously, if you have any more questions about cleansing or whatnot, or any of the altars, or if you want certain videos about the altars that go into in-depth detail about them, I will make them. Just place them in the comments below, and or send me an email at onefitbruja@outlook.com, and I will get to your video request there and or questions. I think that was it, and I am super happy to see the channel growing, even though I haven't been uploading, and I'm super sorry about that. Like I said, massive transition in my life right now. A lot of things are changing, and only for the better. So I'm going to keep up on my channel. I will try to be regular as possible with my uploads, and I appreciate every single one of you sticking around, especially the people that were from the very beginning who still ask me how I'm doing and if I am okay, and actually give a damn. Like, I really appreciate that, and I am so happy that I have subscribers who give a damn about my well-being, and I appreciate you guys being there. And my channel's still growing. Those of you subscribing, and I've been inactive for a few months, I know I have, and I appreciate you still subscribing and sticking around and supporting me. It means a lot. And until next time, I will see all you lovely little brujitas later.